Oh! Oh! Ah! Sorry. Got a little overzealous there, guys. My bad. I was just a little excited to get this fucking gym session out the way because I'm off early. How many times have you ever heard... How many times have you ever heard Ty Jones say the words, I'm off early? Probably once. Probably once every like 5 or 6 months. So it's a blessing and a curse. I get off early so I can go handle my business today, get my orders in affair before I head to the Bay Area again for another freaking... Not the Bay Area. Head back to California for another expedition in California, which seemed to not go very well very often, but yeah, you know, who knows? Maybe this time I'll actually get something good done. We'll see. But yeah, off early today. I also closed last night, and then I'm opening, so I only slept for probably 4 hours, maybe probably less than that. Realistically, I think it was like 3-ish. So I'm also slightly behind on some sleep. It's not a huge deal because, well, I also didn't eat today, so maybe that is a problem. I probably should have eaten something before I go to the gym, but it's fine. It's fine. Who cares? It's fine. It also is just an auxiliary day, so kind of my least intense day when it comes to actual weightlifting. I usually do a little bit more cardio on my auxiliary days just to make up for it. But I do like having these auxiliary days because it lets me focus on isolating my muscle in terms of my shoulders and also my adductors, abductors, and calves. Because I feel like when I had them on my days that I was doing normal movements, I kind of disregarded them. They were I saw them, and this is a mistake, by the way. I'm not saying this is what you should do. I saw them as a break in between my main movements. So in my head, I was like, okay, now I'm going to do my shoulder portion of the day, so it's a break from the hard work, right? Which is kind of defeats the purpose of even doing shoulders in the first place, right? You're doing the shoulders to still work hard and get your shoulder muscles built up and you know, get blood flow going to them. So it's still very important to make sure you do those just as intensely and just as, you know, with just as much seriousness as you do the big muscles, you still have to do the small muscles, right? You still should be doing shoulders intensely. You still should be taking a lot of time doing the movement slow, controlled, focusing on the stretch, the squeeze, all that stuff when you do your shoulders, when you do your adductors, abductors, calves, core, whatever it is you do, forearms, whatever it is you're doing. Even if it's not one of your main muscles, you still should be focusing on the on doing it the right way and doing it consistently. Because if you're not, then you're going to kind of create this imbalance in your muscle groups to where your shoulders are not very overdeveloped and your arms are overdeveloped to where your shoulders are really small. You don't want that, right? You don't want to be built in a way to where certain things are more developed than others because it kind of causes an imbalance in your body, which, you know, nobody really wants to see, which, you know, I mean, nobody wants to see themselves. I don't care what other people want from me, but in terms of myself, I really don't want to see any imbalance, so I try to keep it as, you know, as balanced as possible when it comes to making sure that everything is proportionate, if that makes sense. But yeah, it is Tuesday, my guys. My flight's on Thursday. I don't even know if I'm going to survive this flight. If with everything going on in aviation the past couple weeks, I'm genuinely like nervous to get on this plane because of everything that's been going on. Like all the plane crashes, incidents, people going missing. Like all these things are just terrifying, and it's been happening only this year. So I don't know if 2025 is like a cursed plane year or what it is, but it's been rough. Let's just say that it's been pretty rough. But yeah. What else do I want to talk about today? Let's see. I guess that's pretty much everything. I covered everything. Today's auxiliary. Talked about going to do this. Talked about focusing on muscle movements. I guess what's my inspirational thing for today? Be honest with yourself. I think having realistic goals and understanding what you can and can't achieve is very important when it comes to not just the gym, but also your life in general, right? You don't want to be setting goals that are unattainable. Like, obviously, if you're first starting in the gym, you can't say, oh, I want to be built like Sam Sulek in 6 months. It's not going to happen. Like, it's not going to happen. It will. I promise you it will not happen. People like that take years and years and years to develop their body, be super methodical, focus on everything that they're doing. And if you're going into it thinking, oh, it'll take me 6 months, you have the wrong mindset. Your mindset should be, okay, I'm 250 right now. Let me get to 210 in 6 months. Is that realistic? Probably not. 40 pounds in 6 months is a lot. But is it more realistic to look like Sam Sulek in 6 months? Yes. So set goals that are hard to reach so they make you push yourself, but also set attainable goals. Because if you're only setting goals that are unattainable, you're going to be let down consistently. Like, yes, failing is good, but only failing is not. You want to be able to have that balance to where, yes, you're failing, but you're also succeeding at certain things. Like, yes, you might not be able to bench 225, but you dropped 20 pounds, right? You want to be able to see those things. So kind of find that balance and be honest with yourself with what you can and can't do. If you know you're not going to be able to stick to a cut, try and just eat healthier foods, right? Try to eat, you can still eat the same amount, but eat healthier foods, right? Then once you get disciplined with that, you can say, okay, maybe eat the healthy foods in a surplus, okay? So instead of just eating as much as you want, whenever you want, you can still eat, but eat a little bit over your calorie goal, your maintainable calories, whatever it's called, your plateau. That's what it's called, your plateau calorie amount, right? Eat just a little bit above that. All right, then eat the exact number you need to maintain your muscle. Then say, okay, I'm eat 100 calories less than my calorie maintenance. My maintenance calories. That's what it's called, maintenance. 100 calories less. And then just slowly go about it, right? You cannot rush your progression. Be honest, be patient, be realistic with yourself, right? You want to do good, you can do it. You want to do bad, that's a lot easier than doing good. So focus on the doing good part. But yeah, let's go do this auxiliary lifts. Okay, first movement of the day is going to be cable front raises. I haven't done cable raises in longest time, so I'm gonna go with 70 because I did 1% with 40 and I felt pretty light. The 70 should be good. If 70 is light, we'll go up and we'll do this head slow and controlled. If it's heavy, we'll just knock them out. That's good. We're gonna leave it. 70 is pretty much perfect. Alright, think about this. Just because you can handle the weight does not mean it's not heavy. And I am not talking about the gym here. I'm talking about your life. Just because you can deal with something, just because you have the ability to make something easier for yourself does not mean it's not difficult. Give yourself credit. You go through so much shit every single day that you're good at dealing with. But that doesn't mean it's easy. Recognize your successes and your failures. And being alive is a success. It's a big one. Alright, 10, good. One more. Good. One more. Alright, try it again. Alright, we'll do some dumbbell reverse flies. Obedience is much better than sacrifice. And I thought to myself when I first thought about that, how my wife, for most people, you judge the level of sacrifice without first being obedient. If you want to be obedient to something you're being called to do, most people are going to go back and judge the level of sacrifice. And what do I have to give up? What is it going to cost me? And how much time? How much money? Like, what do I have to do, right? Instead of just being obedient to what you feel the call is, right? Because obedience takes you past pain, takes you past adversity, opposition, challenges. It's all interconnected because you're working towards something. The interconnection of purpose. So when I see someone say stream starts with surrendering, there's a peace that's found in surrendering. There's a peace. It says a peace that surpasses all understanding. Like when you just surrender, you say, "All right, man, not my will, but Thy will." When you surrender, it's just something that's a lot greater than you. There's a small piece that comes along with that, but it says strength starts with surrendering. So you can see a person and say, "Man, that person is so strong. Man, they got this level of mental fortitude, right?" And skip past when that person had to surrender. I mean, like when chaos broke out, when all hell broke loose, when they lost everything and they didn't have no grip on what anything in their life. They didn't have a grip on the situation, and they had to say, "Man, you know what? Not my will, but Thy will. I surrender." And through surrendering, it brought them a certain level of peace and strength on the other side of that, the interconnection. Right. So the next time you go through something, or the next time you kind of face something, or find yourself in the middle of something, just think like, just remember what's on the other side. If I can survive and fight long enough to get on the other side of this, what's on the other side? All right. If I can just survive long enough to get to the other side, what is on the other side? Because I promise that thing that you're going to get is going to be worth everything you have to sacrifice, and all things you have to give up in order to get through whatever you're going through. And I think at some point, you just kind of realize that. All right, go for the elbows. I'll take that too. Let's do one more. 200 photos, 1,000 hours. Last one. Well, last one here, then we're gonna do that on raises. That's like 12. Just a lot of resist. We have to stop being driven by rewards or outcomes or by, if I get this, I'm gonna do this, right? Just work. And if you don't get what you thought you were gonna get, show up and still go to work. Because along the process, what's more important? What you acquire or who you become? And a lot of people think what they acquire is a thing that makes them who they are. It's not. Who you become in the process of chasing what you want to acquire is what makes you who you are. Because that person that is driving, fighting, trying to achieve all these goals that you want to achieve, that's who you want to become. Because that person is consistent, dedicated, unrelenting, right? Those are the qualities you want to have, and you'll get that by trying to achieve everything you want to achieve. Okay. You can do all the right shit, but it might never be enough for somebody else. You never will understand the magnitude of how much you lose yourself when you're trying to do things for everyone else, and so everything breaks. All right, you just deal with being happy and doubting yourself for so long, years sometimes. So, you might be ready to just settle and try to decide to just stay home and just indulge in all this shit that you're already in. But you have to get up and keep trying to make yourself better. Keep trying to find the ways to improve. Like, Boogeyman just came on, man. Okay. Bitch, what you laced with? Want all the smoke like a vape pen? Hold on, brother. Chase M said my name. I pop up like the boogeyman. Fucking the game over. Dropping bangers with a hook again. How they treat you is way more important than how you feel. You can literally scientifically hack emotions, but how people treat you matters a lot more than how they make you feel. Feelings flee. Tomorrow you can choose to not love someone anymore. You can choose to not commit to someone anymore. You can choose all these things, not be happy with the person. You can make a decision. It's a choice. It's a feeling. And eventually it can leave, and by continuing to make this choice or change, but how someone treats you will signify what they think about you. It's not really just, I love you this way. It's still, I also respect and honor you, and I cherish you. And this isn't just about romantic relationships. Even in friendships, some friends will make you feel good for a moment, but won't do the things that are honorable and good within a friendship. They won't do the things that are serving you and caring for you because they're just happy with that emotional aspect of it, but not showing you that they value you or respect you. So remember, how people treat you matter way more than how you feel, especially in in the moment. Right? You don't want to be whatever. Adductors and abductors. These hips slash glutes pumped up. 2 sets here and 2 sets on the adductors as well. Okay. Alright, one more. Alright, one more. Oh, fuck. 7. Alright, abductors. 2. 2. Oh shit, my fucking, okay. Legs are sore. I'm gonna have to drop this weight. There's no way. Alright, I'm gonna drop it quite a bit actually. That felt way too. 9. Cool. One more. Alright, one more. Oh shit. Alright. Man. Alright. I'm gonna do calves, but I'll see you guys tomorrow.